apologize for that. Welcome to Think Beyond the Keys. I'm not sure why this is there. Okay, welcome to Think Beyond the Keys. I apologize for this rough start. What goes wrong can go wrong sometimes. But good afternoon. This is Melvina Fredson-Cole with Think Beyond the Keys, and I am here today speaking. I'm your host and speaker for today. So today I am going to bring to you, actually, this is going to be like a 4-part series because I noticed something. I noticed looking through what I had planned and everything, a lot of things is directed to the buyer. So even though I decided, okay, let me pay some attention to people who may want to sell their home. Now, as you know, there are a lot of people who wanted to sell their home during the springtime, and for whatever reason, and maybe they wanted to move up or move out, but because of COVID, a lot of people pulled their homes off the market. And what we are seeing, I know, like if you're paying attention and reading the news and following what's going on in real estate, we have a seller's market. And what do I mean by that? It just means that sellers, it's your market. It's your market. And there are 3 things that are contributing to that market. And I'll explain to you. 2 I's, the letter I's, and 1 W. Let's see the first I. The first I is inventory. Inventory is low. You know, we've been saying that, you've been hearing that, but inventory is low. There's not enough homes out there that sellers are putting their home for sale, but there's a lot of buyers and not enough homes. And that is economics 101, supply and demand. Demand outweighs supply. So that's what's going on right now. There are not enough homes to sell. And number 2, the second I is interest rate. That's another reason that buyers are out there. What is the interest rate? What do I mean by that? Interest rate is low. Interest rate is just a fancy name, or it's an industry, it's a terminology to say the cost of borrowing money. Now, if I want to borrow money, like it can go 4, 8, it's gone up to 14 or 15% in over the years on how much you borrow. But now it's in an all-time low. There are some people are getting as low as 2% to borrow money. So it's a no-brainer. It's time now to go out and buy homes because the cost of money is cheap. And so those 2 things coupled with W. What is the W? The W is a lot of people are working from home, and more there's people that the industries that have asked their employees that, hey, you're going to be working from home indefinitely or working from home, for a year. And so people are shifting, they're moving, they're looking at their space. Maybe right now, sitting here watching this, you are working from home and you have kids and they are also at home and you're homeschooling and you're looking at your space and it's like, okay, I need more space. Or I need, an extra room just for, the kids to set them up, or I need a space where I can do my Zoom calls and everything like that. So those are the things that are driving the market, and there's not enough inventory. So I'm just going to address you sellers out there, especially those who are thinking of putting their home on the market this year, and just to explain some processes, because we all know that you have to have a process in understanding the process on how your home is sold. And I just wanted to say, you know what, let me share my processes. And I am going to be speaking in the next few weeks more about the statistics and what's going on, but I decided to shift it a little bit because I'm waiting for August statistics so that we can go deep into that. So those of you who are statistically minded, math minded, I did not forget you. Will be talking about that in a few weeks. But right now, I'm just going to go through 4 things because I believe that selling a home, people sell their home for different reasons, but selling a home, the first thing that is needed, it's a mind shift. That's a mind shift. It means that, just imagine that you're in your home, you've been in your home for so many years, and there's marks, if you have kids, you've been like marking like the doors, how they grow, or every little crack. every little thing reminds you of something. There's a lot of memories in it. And when you decide to put your home on the market, there has to be a mental shift, because what your home is going to be, it is going to compete in the market. Okay, it's going to compete in the market, and you want your home to sell for the most so that you can have enough to go and do what you want to do, move ahead, upgrade, or do whatever you want to do, right? So I'm just going to go through my process, mine and my team's process that we do to make sure that the home is competitive and that it brings more for you. Okay, so that's what I'm just sharing for you today. Four essential things. Before I go to the four essential things, obviously, as I go through this, it's a no-brainer. You have to have a realtor working with you. I know some people say they can sell it on their own. That's fine if you can and you have the time and resources and everything, that's fine. But for those, there's a lot of people, I know when I was selling my home that at that time I wasn't a realtor and I needed it because there's a lot of things I didn't understand, the contracts and everything and what goes where, what should I say, or what should I do, how should I, yeah. So I just got a realtor, it's easy. But so, here are the four things. Number one, pricing your home right. Yes, we create a strategic, personalized strategy for your home. And that is important because in the market, if someone's home is across yours and has like identical, and let's say that person has also upgraded and done everything and you've done the same thing, maybe it's almost identical, and that home sold, I'm going to say a figure out there, and those of you not in California, you won't understand, but it's easy for a home to go, it's cheap, 800,000 is a low end home, depending on where you are. But 800,000, and then you look at your home, it's like, I've done this, I've done that, I want it at 1 million. Well, guess what? It's not going to go for 1 million unless you must have something so unique and something that a lot of people are willing to pay for to get it at 1 million. So those are the things we look at and what's in your home. So, but each home is unique. Each area is unique. And that's something that when you're looking at prices, when you're looking at these statistic that comes out, a lot of times is for a general area, maybe this is what's happening in the United States, or this is what's happening in California, or this is wherever you are. However, your neighborhood also has its own statistics. So just remember that. So that's the first one, the pricing. We create that and it is strategic. And so your home doesn't just sit in the market because it's overpriced or underpriced. Because if something is too low, people are still going to start wondering, I wonder what's wrong with it, right? So pricing is important. The second thing is, I love this. I love the transformation part. It's dressing to impress. Now imagine you're going out, you want to showcase something. Those of you in the fashion industry, you got to do the runway and all that kind of stuff. Ladies, if we're going out for the evening, we get our hair done, we go, facials, everything. We get ready, we get dressed. Well, guess what? The home gets dressed up too. So you dress up your home. I know a lot of us, because of HGTV and all these shows out there, we know, okay, declutter and all that kind of stuff. However, there's something that goes beyond that, because think about it. You're competing, you're putting your home in the market for the world to see. So dress it up nice. Let's get a professional. We work with a team of production team, staging team, and the works. I mean, vendors like landscapers, all these people that come in and we just transform it. Because nowadays, as you know, a lot of people look online for homes. Now imagine they see a home, the picture quality is not that good, and they look around it, inside's like, I don't want to live here, right? So you limit the amount of people that's going to look at your home, because what you want a lot of people to compete with your home. You want a bidding war in your home. And so that more now than ever, it is important to dress your home right. And then when you dress it, you're ready for your close-up. Call in the media production and take pictures and virtual tours and all these fun stuff to showcase your home and put it in a light that buyers would want to buy. Okay, so those are the things that are so important. And you have to, we capture the beauty, the uniqueness of your home. And so there's 4 things I said. The first is pricing. And then the second is dress to impress. The third is capturing the beauty, which is the media part of it. And then the last thing is negotiation. Now, this is where it gets interesting. Obviously, in a market like this, because it's your market's homeowners who want to put their home up for sale, it is easy to get out market rate, right? But you need someone who can negotiate, actually, that can get you above market rate, and that's where the difference is. So a negotiation also, because I'm going to do a whole part what I go through, like the papers and what you expected to. I just wanted this one to be a fun one, and some of the, you know, what goes on. It is really it's a great experience. It's a really great experience. But negotiating is extremely important, because if you have 3 or 4 or 8, I mean, I've seen homes that come in with like 13, 14 offers, like people that I want this house, and the homeowner has to know how to go through it to choose which one would be able to close so he can have his money, right, and sell the home and move on. So negotiation strategy. And I just want you to look at it like this. When you get a realtor to work with you to transform your home from your own personal home to a competitive commodity in the market that is going to be put out there in public, you need someone that you feel comfortable with, because that person is going to be your marketing director and your project manager in coordinating and making everything is there, everything is done according to time. And so those it's important for you to make sure that you blend with your realtor and that they have those qualities and they can handle those things. So it can reduce the stress. Because we know that for me, I don't know about you, I moved a few weeks ago, and I do not know that week was the hottest week ever. So I decided to space it out and to gradually move over the 2 weeks, but it was too hot. But moving is stressful. And packing up and giving up a place that you have lived and created memories is even more stressful. So it is important to understand that, choosing that and being able to compete. Now, some people that have decided to list their home in the spring and still, you know, thinking, okay, what's going to happen? What's not going to happen? What's going to happen? It is understandable. We're all aware of COVID and everything. And I did a video actually showing how we take care of your home. And maybe I'll refer you to it down in my notes, but that's what we do. So I just want to just reassure sellers out there, like, I want to give you time, and I'm excited because what I'm going to do the next few weeks is introduce you to the behind the scenes people that transform your home. So we're going to be speaking to stagers. We're going to be speaking to media production team. If you've seen like the aerial views and how that's done, I love the magic. I'm going to have them here to speak to you about it and how that transforms your home, because you just want to put your home at your best, okay? So I hope everyone is having a great week. This is Labor Day weekend, and from Think Beyond the Keys, this is Melvina Fredson-Cole. Have an amazing week. Bye.